Welcome to Daily Life Connection. Thank you for joining me again today. And I don't just mean that as a general thank you every day. I mean thank you. It is an honor that you spend time with us each day on this little channel talking about who God is and what his heart is like and what difference that makes. I just feel like we're kind of like a cadre of explorers together. So I really do appreciate you joining me, and I appreciate the comments you make from time to time, questions you have. It's just a good adventure together. I'm going to today look at one of the names of God. In Exodus chapter 15, verse 26, he says, I am the Lord who heals you. I am the Lord who Rapha, to heal. And from that we get one of the names of God is Jehovah Rapha, or Yahweh Rapha, which means God the healer. He is a healer. We see that all through Scripture, that God is a healer of physical bodies. He is a healer of relationships. He's a healer of our spirit. He is a healer in every aspect of our life. It's his passion. It's part of his nature. The wonderful thing is we know when we cut our finger that given all, if everything's normal, it will heal. It will heal itself. Or we get a cold and, eventually we get better. Why? Because the very healing nature of God is built into creation itself. You and I getting better when we cut our finger or scrape our knee or have a cold, us getting better is a wonderful testimony to the healing presence of God in our cosmos, in our universe, in our bodies. And then, he also is the healer of our souls. He heals our souls. We can get soul sick sometimes, can't we? Disappointments or devastating circumstances, hurtful people, discouragement, despair, depression, fear, all those kinds of things actually wound our souls. And the good news is Yahweh Rapha, God is a healer. He is at work healing our souls. And sometimes he does it miraculously quickly, and sometimes it is a process, but it is always operational. That's the good news I want us to grasp onto and hold on to today. The healing work of God is always going on in you and I and in this world around us. It may not seem it sometimes, but it is. The healing power of God is always there. And, the reality is in this physical world, there are things we can do to expedite that healing process. If the doctor says, go to bed, get some rest, and drink plenty of fluids, that isn't the cure, but it enables the healing power that's present in us to do its work more efficiently. Oh, that's a wonderful illustration, isn't it? You see, when I read Scripture, when I pray, when I worship, when I meditate, when I take time for the spiritual disciplines, those aren't the things that heal me, but they enable the work of God that's already going on in me to be more efficient and for him to do his work more powerfully and more quickly and more completely in me. I just think that's a wonderful way of looking at the healing presence and power of God. We are cooperating with it, if you will. It's not that we cause it. And it's not that, but it's because it is going on in us. He who began the good work in you, which is a healing work, will carry it on to completion. But during our time here, we have that wonderful privilege of making things such that that healing process can work more efficiently and more powerfully in us. It's like if you cut your finger or whatever, and and you put a bandage on it. Why? To keep the dirt and infection out of it, to protect it, so that that healing presence, that healing power that's in your body can work effectively. And that's what we're doing when we're spending time with God each day. We're really enabling Him to enabling the healing process and power that's already in us to be manifested more effectively and more efficiently. Yahweh Rapha, God who heals us. He is a healer. I just feel like, sometimes we have thought, I think, I've got to pray really hard or He won't heal me. That's not true. The healing presence and power is part of who He is. That is already in us. It's just like when you have scuff your knee up, scratch your knee. We don't have to grit our teeth and, I've got to get the healing power out there to those cells. It's going to happen because it's built into our body. Our body knows how to do the clot thing and how to send the white cell phagocytes there to just deal with the bacteria, and how to regenerate the skin layer. That power is built into it. So with our souls, the power of healing and restoring and renewing is already there because God is in us. He dwells in us. He has put His Spirit in us. Therefore, us praying and reading Scripture and worshiping and so on is not to make it happen, but it's to let it happen more effectively in our lives. Well, I think that's really good news today. God is our healer. Therefore, healing presence and power is in every one of us. That's good news. Let's think about that and rejoice in it and relax in it. And we'll talk again tomorrow.